Hello my friends. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. This is the Aliexpress castings for these molds, and we're gonna be working with some resin on this one. Trying to open up this bag. These I got these little bags. These are this bag of like shot glasses with little lids at Dollar General. I'm gonna take that out, and I'm gonna use one of these little cups to basically make my resin, because you do have to work in small batches. You do have to work in small batches. So I'm gonna go ahead and I purchased this as well. And these are like those, I also got these at Dollar General. It comes in a pack of 2. I'm trying to find the other packaging. Give me a second so I can show you what they are. Okay, and they come in these little packages right here. They're, I believe they're $1.50. At least in my store, they're $1.50. And I got these from Dollar General. They're little squeeze bottles. They come with a screw-on cap. I find these super resourceful because I use them for inks and all different types of stuff. So again, since we have to work with really small spaces, I figured that I will go ahead and cast my resin. I will, use this to pour the mix into this, shake it up, and then pour it straight into there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give myself a little marking on this, because I do have to mark my level so that I keep it the same for both sides. So again, I'm going to be starting with really small batches. So I'm just going to give myself a line like right here, so that I know not to kind of go over that amount. This dries really fast, and on my very first try, I mixed a little bit more than I should have for the amount of time that I had to work with it. This is very similar to that other product that you guys buy that comes in the 8 ounces that cures in 10 minutes. This is very similar to that, and this is what I use. Is this polyurethane casting resin, and this comes in 2 parts, part A and part B. I'm just looking to see part A over here, which is the hardener, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pour that into that. You know what I'm gonna actually do while I'm here, this is for part A. I'm gonna grab another bottle. I'm gonna fill these up with the resin mix for both bottles, part A and part B. Then I'll come back and show you guys. I think it'll be easier for me to fumble with it than to deal with this huge gallon. So give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, my friends, I am back. So I've gone ahead and transferred the resin mixes into these. I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself another one, because again, we're going to be pouring that into that. I just didn't want to be fumbling around with that huge gallon. So we're gonna be doing that. And we're going to be mixing that into that. So again, I have a line here, and that's going to be my measuring point. We have part A and part B. I've labeled my bottles as such, but you can totally tell because, one is lighter than the other. So you want to start with part A, which is the hardener. And we're going to go ahead and basically pour our resin in here. And the first one I'm going to try is probably going to be this one right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that there and just see how this works out. I'm just going to leave that flat and just try to gauge. I have to get under it in order to see it, but this actually makes it a lot easier. This might actually be a lot. This is going to be a lot, I think. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and pour that in there. And I do have here, we'll just break this stick down just a little bit. so that I can actually get it in there enough to stir. This is basically good. And these become hard once you mix them. And you have approximately 10 to 15 seconds. Don't over mix, you guys, because while you're mixing, it's drying. So you don't want to waste too long doing that, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put my part B. And that is right on the line. Makes the job so much easier, you guys. And we're going to go ahead and pour that in. And then we're going to just basically mix this up really quickly. For like about 10-15 seconds. Let's get this in here. So we have our mix. Give it a quick little swoosh around. And then let's start pouring this in. You don't want to be too slow with it. This kind of pours out a lot. It's already getting hot. I already feel the bottle warming up, so I do have to speed this up. You can start to feel that bottle getting warm on you. Not sure how well this is going to go. I'm not very professional at doing this. I just started doing resin literally last month. Started playing with it for the first time. And the resin that I had was one that took a long time to cure. So this is a little different. Make sure I have enough in here. Where's my koi fish? Oh, wrong side. Let me just. This is warming up really, really fast. This is 2 seconds away from being cured. So I had enough to basically do that. I'm gonna grab a torch and just torch this thing. Let's see what else comes up. Trying to get as much of this out as possible, but that seems to be about all she's gonna do. Let me pause this. We'll be back. I just had to basically use this the popsicle stick just to dry it. Remove what was in the nozzle. I don't care so much about what's left in the bottle because the bottle's just for pouring. But I want to be able to get my product out. So basically, I just kept spinning this while it was drying, and that's why it's kind of white until it all set. As you guys can see, we're already at the drying part of this. So I'm really eager to see what this is going to look like once it's all set and done. I did try to do that with this, but let me see if maybe this would be better. I had to replace my heat tool. My heat tool passed away the past couple days. It just couldn't take anymore. It was with me for a long time, so I have a few bubbles there. I might not have gotten the fish all the way. I think I was missing like a drop. Probably that drop that fell here on the side. I don't know if you guys can see that. I have a drop that fell there. That's probably the drop for that. So you don't really need to heat set it. It dries up rather quickly. We'll be back when everything is kind of set so that I can show you guys what the molding for these looks like. And then we're going to go and do some of the other ones. So hang tight. We'll be back. All right, you guys. These appear to have cured. It's been roughly 10 minutes or so. So we're going to go ahead and demold our little fish. Again, I kind of messed up the fish a little bit. I didn't bring it all the way up to, I don't know if you guys can see these two little peaks that it's got here. These two little curved out, I guess the eyes. So I didn't get enough for the eyes. I could just leave it there and add a little bit more, but can you guys see the detail? And I didn't really get any air bubbles. I love it. A little bit of cleanup, not too much. Just a tiny little bit. I'm still going to use the fish. I'm just going to round out the beak or something. I'll file it down with an electric file or something of that nature. But super cute. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. Let's see how some of these musical notes came out. Musical notes definitely need some cleaning. They're still a little flexible, so they haven't cured 100%. They're going to be rock solid once they're all done. But if you take them out while they're still a little pliable, then if you wanted to kind of like curve them, you can. Just tape them down until they, capture the curve that you're trying to achieve. You got to let them set for a little bit. But it's kind of cool because it allows you to keep working. Like I said, I have a little bit of cleanup to do on some of these. Nothing too major though, so that's a good thing. And some of these I'm gonna have to get a more precision type of bottle. That one, the hole's a little bit too big. I think maybe with like some type of a syringe or something like that, one of those that you can use. So just pour a little bit of amount of product at a time, because some of these cavities are just really, really tiny. But I think that these look great overall, especially for somebody who's a beginner like me. Um, this was really cool. So just gotta clean them up a little bit. Nothing too major. And I'll definitely be cleaning them up because, of course, we have to have them looking nice. I'm going to take out the little bits that are in the center. But look how cute! You guys, you already know canvas, 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 right? This is what I love about this. I get so inspired with these pieces, and I just want to start creating right away. Look how beautiful that came out. Can you see that? Yes, so we're going to do a little bit more because, again, I want to test out all of these molds just to show you guys how they work and how they hold up to the heat. So far, pleasantly surprised, even though I thought that it was going to melt for sure, because you'd never know. It didn't. It held up really, really well. So I definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. And it didn't take that long to get here. It did take a couple weeks, but it didn't take that long to get here. And the price is phenomenal. Look at my fish, you guys. Look at my fish. I'm hoping that my light is not too bright. But that looks gorgeous. Hear it? Let's see. This one's still a little soft. So let's move on. Let's move on to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm only gonna do it to 10 because again, we don't have much curing time. It's supposed to be to 15. You can do it to 15 if you're, depending on the batch, the quantity that you're working with. I personally don't know if that's gonna actually work, and then I'm gonna just give it a quick little swirl around in there just to make sure that everything is good to go. And we're gonna start pouring this in. You don't want to squeeze too much on your bottle. Just allow it to kind of You know, you just want to guide it because this is gonna raise. Once they're cured, they're gonna puff up on you a little bit. So it's okay if you don't fill up every little, you know, fill it up to the brim. You don't have to necessarily do that. And you'll start noticing that the bottle starts to warm up on you. That's when you have to start picking up that paste because it's about to cure. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough for my clock face, but these feathers are actually deeper than I thought that they were gonna be. Oh, it's starting to fill in. So let me just use that to kind of start my base off over here. I'll probably have to finish this one off. Okay. And I see a little piece of resin that kind of fell in there, but it should be fine. Just wanted to mess and pop out the little bit of resin. Don't go there. I see some bubbles, so I'm just gonna use this over there to kind of pop some of those. And what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna prepare a little bit more resin for this piece right. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I did go ahead and prepare some more. Let me just move this out of the way. I'm just gonna pour that in here straight because this is a bigger base. And you want to try to pour it in a steady type of stream. This helps to eliminate air bubbles and things like that. Hopefully this mold didn't get messed up because of how um, I had to do it like in two parts because I ran out. So that should be good. I still have a little bit more in here, so what else can we mold? Let's see if we can mold this fish all the way through and through. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough for it, but maybe. Definitely want to get those eyes. Just trying to get everything that's around the bottle that I can see. Again, and I'm gonna have to do some cleanup with this. I don't mind the cleanup so much. This has no odor at all. Doesn't smell like anything, which is great. Sometimes these products can smell. Trying to see if I can get it all in there as best as I can. Let me just heat blast this real quick. So any bubbles. I think our feathers are almost ready to come out. Yes, you guys. So let's give this a few and I'll be back with you guys as soon as it's done. Okay. Let's go ahead and demold this. That one didn't catch the peak too well, but it didn't melt. That one's not all the way cured. That one might not be. These are, I guess, because these are smaller. So these cured rather nicely. I have resin all over my hands, you guys. The detail on that thickness. This one's missing the little tip. It had like a little tip. I guess it didn't fill in all the way, so I'm just gonna kind of smush that together. Pull that up just a little bit. It's still kind of soft. I didn't let it set all the way through. Um, this mold though does seem to have, this one has some damage here on that. So I'm gonna have to let them know about that because there's some damage on that. It's not too major, but there is some damage on that mold. So the casting doesn't come out quite right. I'll have to see how the other ones come up. This one has like all these little dots in it. I'll show you guys now. Let me just clean up the messy bits. Super easy to clean while it's still soft. Once it's hard, it might not be as easy. You might have to file it down because again, these do get rock hard solid. You can hear that. It'll be really hard. It turns into really hard plastic. But you see it's got like little dots in it. You can put like little gems, tiny little gems in there. Super cute. I like it so far. And I'm going to be having these in the shop, I think. I might not include this one though. I might just have 3 of the feathers because this one has a little damage in it. So I might use that for my own personal, but not necessarily sell that one. This one comes out nice as well, but does seem to have a little damage to the casting. Nothing too major. It seems like they both have that. It's like a little casting. Maybe I can get rid of that with a nail file. I'll have to see how it works out. But it didn't melt, so it does work with your resins that do heat up quite, they do heat up quite a lot. This is our clock. Let's see how our clock came out. And it's got the little center here so that you can actually turn it into a working clock if you want to. I'm going to be leaving that in there. It's not perfectly symmetrical all the way around as far as where the numbers are to where the edge is. You have more edge on some sides than you do the others, but I think it's awesome. And what I'm going to try to do actually is see if I can cast out just the numbers. But for something like that, I'm definitely going to have to need something that does like really, really small amounts. So I'm going to see how I have to alter that tip of that bottle. I might have to heat it up and kind of stretch it out or something just to see if I can just get the Roman numerals. I'm going to try that now. I'll be back. Might as well, right, you guys? And see, but isn't that nice? I can so see myself like distressing the heck out of this, painting it all different kinds of colors. I think that this will make a nice piece. Even if you're not making a clock, you can use this on so many different types of art projects. So super excited about that. I'm definitely going to be including that. I'm not sure as far as, how many quantities, so on and so forth. So we'll work that out once I get ready to put that into the store. But oh my goodness, you guys, so many awesome little castings over here. I really like how they came out. I really love the quality of that resin. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Not only is it fast, it dries hard, and hardly no bubbles. Like you saw that I had to do this in 2 parts, you guys. Look, no bubbles. On the front, that's because I had a double fill, but no bubbles on the back. Like it really does come out. Well, I see 1 bubble. I see 1 right there. So I have to be a little bit more careful, but I do see 1 there. And 1, 2. 2 little tiny bubbles. 1 on the V, right there, and then one right here. You guys can see that. Well, let's see. You see it? The little hole on that one, and on the V there's a little one. But other than that, it came out really, really pristine. So not too bad. I've seen pieces that come out, it's like full of holes. So it looked like a meteor. So not too bad, not too bad. And then my fishy, like I said, I ran out of it, so it didn't quite do the whole fishy. But that's still okay because I can still use it. I can hide, have him coming out. But you see now I got the little two things on the bottom. So I sacrificed the fin to get the two little knobs at the ends. It's all right. Because like I said, I could just clip that off and then I'll just tuck him into something or make him look like he's coming out of something or whatever. So I can still use it. That way it's not a waste on any part. So you guys. All right, my friends. So there you have it. I just wanted to, like I said, do a quick little demo. I know these might not be like the most perfect of shapes because again, I'm working with a very fast curing resin, and I'm still trying to work it out and learn, how to make things in small batch and definitely how to get this resin into small little crevices like what I tried to do with this. Well, the bottle itself was not the greatest idea to do this, and I'm going to tell you why real quick because it does dry, and to work with something like this where you're trying to just get into details, you need time. So you either need time or you need a better injection process of injecting the resin into it. So I have to work on that and figure out what else I can do so that I can speed up my time when it comes to doing small little bits like that, as well as, have a pouring device or something that will help me do that in a quicker time, because I did lose quite a bit of resin. This is all the resin that was left over from the little batch that I try to make so that I can fill these in. At the beginning, it was working nicely. So if you're going to do like one or two, then yeah, you can get away with it, doing it really, really fast. But since I was trying to do the whole thing, like that part of it, like, no, it didn't work. So just FYI for you guys, the molds themselves, they held up really nicely. I'm very pleasantly surprised. Honestly, I won't be so scared to buy them in the future. I wasn't really sure. Like I said, this is just part one. I will do this again when I get my next batch of molds and stuff like that, so you guys will definitely see that. Beautiful detail. This resin is really, really awesome. If you would like to know more about this resin, then just leave me a comment down below and I'll do a specific video to discuss more about the resin that I use. It is a two-part resin. It is a fast cure resin. It is expensive. It's not cheap, you guys. And so, but the result is beautiful. The result is beautiful. My fishes look so nice. I love my fishes now. I love these fishes. All right. So you guys, with that being said, I'm going to let you all go. Hopefully you've watched my whole video. If not, please go ahead and do so. Take a few minutes to check that out. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up, I really do hope that you do give this video a thumbs up. YouTube loves to see that. They like to see the engagement. They would like to know which videos to promote. I will definitely love to be added to that list. So please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you found this video useful, or if you found the process, useful, inspiring, so on and so forth. I want to thank you all so much for spending this time with me here, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.